Hello, my friends. How overwhelming is it? At least it was for me when I had the realization that so much of what I was wearing on my body was wreaking havoc in my system and kind of toxic. So we're talking about petroleum-based fabrics, polyester, nylon, a lot of these other fabrics that are man-made as well. They're not that desirable. There's actually been a slew of studies around wearing polyester on your genitals and how it can contribute to infertility. That just totally blew my mind. So all of those beautiful Lululemon pants and plastic pants, my cupboard was full of them, and I realized, oh my gosh, these aren't contributing to my highest and best self. What do I do? Do I throw all my clothes out? How do I replace my bedding, my clothing, my snuggly blankets, and not go bankrupt? So in this video, I'd love to just do some high-level tips and tricks for swapping things out and not breaking the bank while doing it. So when it comes to fabrics, we're gonna have to read the ingredient list just like food, and it's kind of silly business because just like we get greenwashed with a lot of the food we eat, or they'll say organic on a package and then it's full of undesirable things, they do the exact same thing with clothing. So first of all, starting to read the labels, because more expensive obviously is not always better. So avoiding anything that has polyester and going for natural materials like cotton or wool or linen. Cotton, wool, linen, those are the big ones. Ooh, some beautiful cashmere. But yeah, those fabrics can be expensive. So what do? My number one tip would be to start small. Start with the areas that matter most. Your nether regions. So they say that the genitals are it's a very absorbent part of the body. So your underwear matter. That's the first thing we swapped out. So we upgraded to, I wanted to do pure cotton. If that would be step number one, only cotton. If you can do organic cotton, yeah, that's even better because there's going to be less chemicals and garbage in that. So we did go with Pact, P-A-C-T. They're a really notable, great brand, but just realizing, okay, it's more of a minimalistic closet, less but better. So maybe instead of having 20 pairs of underwear for my kids, I'm going to have 7 pairs, and they're going to be a much higher quality that's not like toxic poisoning. They're little bits and pieces. So I was able to find kids' underwear on clearance from Pact, and they've held up great. We've had them for over a year. I'm very happy with them. I got some for my husband. I got some clearance stuff for me too. Another brand is the Gap, actually. I've gotten sweet organic bras and underwears on deal from the Gap. A friend of mine here in Canada, we have the superstore, Joe Fresh. She said she got really good deals on organic underwear from Joe Fresh. So of course there's other retailers you can look into, but do sales. Start with a small area of the body. Next thing I would attack, instead of looking at your whole closet all at once, because that's overwhelming, your bedding, where you sleep, because we're spending 7, 8, 9 hours a night in this bed. So again, going from anything that might have unnatural fabrics, we'd want 100% cotton. If you could score organic cotton, or linen. Apparently linen is absolutely incredible. So I have had so much luck with finding organic sheets on clearance at big retailers like HomeSense and Winners and Marshalls. I think in the States you guys have TJ Maxx. But at least a dozen times I've seen organic sheets on clearance. So that's a great way to do it. I actually shocked myself a couple weeks ago and went to Chapters or Indigo. I go there like once a year. I know they have sheets, but it's expensive. It's $90 for a single sheet set. $100 for a double. That's what I needed for my boys. And I wasn't looking for sheets. I was just like mindlessly walking through the store. But I found double and a single sheet on for $15 clearance. They had this random clearance blowout. So don't be afraid to look for items in kind of irregular places because you never know where you'll find them. And I think if you start pinging it out there like, I am seeking organic cotton sheets or underwear, law of attraction, man, things come back. Seek and you're gonna find. So look even in the unlikely places, just be open to it. Tip number 2, once you start getting into your wardrobe, that can be a lot. So don't be afraid of shopping off season. H&M, again, reading all the labels. This was a little linen top, 100% linen. I got 3 of these, black, white, and red, for $5 because it was autumn and they were from summer. So I was really happy with these, even if it takes me a few months to bring them into my summer wardrobe. I just, for $15, I basically upgraded to beautiful linen shirts and threw out all my artificial tops. What's another one I scored off-season shopping? Hudson brand. This is from the Bay, again in Canada, and organic cotton. Beautiful organic cotton. Got a few of these staple tees. So also when you're shopping off season, also looking at the staples for your closet. This one was for my little guy. Kids can be hard. Shopping off season for kids can be totally hard. Hey, I need a minute, boys. They're at my door. They want to know what I bought them off season. But this was an organic cotton from Gap. It was like $6-7. Regular over 45. So I got it 1 or 2 sizes too big. And yeah, my little guy's able to wear it now. So off-season shopping, look in unlikely places, go bit by bit. First, do the essentials that are closest to your skin. So like I said, right there was a lot of t-shirts. I'm not gonna freak out if it's like, oh my gosh, there's a raincoat that's plastic. Well, yeah, that's almost impossible to sub out, or rain boots, but I could look at socks. So whatever's like that first layer of clothing on my body, that's what I'm most concerned with swapping out personally. Ooh, toques. Minimizing, that would be another thing. So less but better. I used to have like 10 different toques in all different colors, and then I started reading the ingredient lists and realizing how much of them were filled with plastic. So this, now I only have like 2 toques. So this is a beautiful merino wool from Mech. Again, I got it off season on clearance, but I have 2 toques now instead of 10. So even if there is a price difference, buying a better quality, well, it's an upgrade. This isn't toxic, less but better. Okay, I got this one too, actually. This is that same Hudson brand. It's pure merino wool. Brand spanking new. It's a XXL. So sometimes when you're looking through things, don't let the sizes always scare you. So with a XXL, I got this thing on crazy clearance. It was under $20, regular over 100. Okay, last tip, not for everyone. Don't forget Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, or your thrift store. This was under $10, pure new merino wool, handmade in the UK. I've had so much luck with thrifting items that are actually beautiful wool materials, but also fur. I know not everyone's a fur person, but fur is beautiful. Fur is natural, baby. Thank God for the animal whose life has been laid down. I always give thanks. But yeah, check out your local thrift store. Check out Marketplace. That's going to be a fraction of the cost of buying new. So hopefully these tips kind of helped you. Take it step by step. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And good luck in all of your clothing upgrades.